Hey everyone, it's Khan, and the game of the year truly met expectations today with the Thunder facing off against the Cavaliers. It was a clash of both top seeds, as OKC entered the matchup sporting a record of 30-5, boasting the best defense in the NBA and one of the great defenses of all time, while riding a 15-game win streak. Meanwhile, the Caves came in with a 10-game win streak and a commanding record of 31-4, leading the Eastern Conference and displaying the best offense, positioned for what could easily be the greatest season in Cleveland Cavaliers history. This was a monumental event, and initially, the game wasn't even slated for national TV, but thanks to the NBA, it was flexed into that slot. They've done an excellent job generating buzz for this matchup throughout the past week. Their entire Twitter feed has been brimming with coverage of what Shea has accomplished this season as an MVP candidate, alongside the Cavs' remarkable journey this year and all the essential narratives leading into this game. The high-profile names made it out to be a historic event, which it truly was, considering this marked just the third occurrence where one team held a 15-game win streak while the other had a 10-game streak. It's a rare moment for both teams to possess such a high winning percentage this late in the season. It was indeed historic and fully hyped, as the game of the year.it was a significant moment that truly delivered. It epitomized the essence of a back-and-forth matchup. Cleveland started strong, but then the Thunder ignited, leading to intense exchanges. Eventually, the Cavs took control in the closing moments. Neither team achieved a lead greater than 10, resulting in 30 lead changes and 8 ties, everything one could hope for. The Cavaliers emerged victorious, and as a Thunder supporter, while this wasn't the result I wished for, I couldn't be disappointed due to the high level of basketball displayed. It was one of those rare games that evoked an NBA Finals atmosphere in January, which is uncommon but incredibly special. These two teams might indeed clash again in the finals come June. Cleveland deserves praise for their performance tonight. It reflected their season's consistent play, scoring 129 points against the league's top defense. The usual contributors were present, although Donovan Mitchell struggled with a 3 of 16 shooting night, totaling 11 points. Lu Dort played outstanding defense, hitting crucial shots late in the game along with 4 assists, proving to be a constant threat whenever he attempted a shot. Meanwhile, Darius Garland shined, contributing 18 points and 7 assists, repeatedly sinking floaters and achieving 2 consecutive and ones. Max Strus was impressive as well, shooting 5 of 6 from beyond the arc for 17 points, while Dean Wade seemed unstoppable with 3 three-pointers, making them the real stars of the game. For this Cavaliers team, Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen have been pivotal, and I recall that over the last couple of years, the discussion has been whether these two bigs can coexist. This season, you're witnessing how they can, as Mobley has significantly developed into a ball handler and well-rounded offensive player, while Allen remains that elite rebounder and reliable finisher. There was a key moment in this game when Mobley lobbed the ball to Jarrett Allen, highlighting why this duo is effective. Allen recorded 25 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and a block, with 8 of those rebounds coming on the offensive end. He was dominant, consistently extending possessions for Cleveland. Against the OKC defense, it was essential, especially without Chet Holmgren available for the Thunder, to exploit the size mismatch and capitalize on rebounding advantages, which Cleveland did perfectly. Mobley added 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists, just 3 assists shy of a triple-double. He secured several offensive rebounds, didn't make a three-pointer, yet shot 8 of 13 from the field. The Cavs had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players scoring in double figures. Ty Jerome also made an impact, scoring 15 points in just 11 minutes on 6 of 7 shooting, along with a couple of steals, actively disrupting plays, pushing the ball in transition, and finishing through contact. He has been that 6th man they've needed, and this team keeps thriving. With this victory, they stand at 32-4. Which is totally ridiculous. I'm going to do the live calculations here. They're currently on track for how many wins at 72? 8. They're right there on course to potentially equal the Warriors for 73 wins. Now, ultimately, I don't believe they reached that. I don't think they would strive for it, and all it takes is a few losses during the latter half of a challenging back-to-back, and suddenly you're far from the pace anymore. So I doubt they'll achieve that, but it's clear they're going to set the franchise record for wins, and they're just such a finely tuned machine. Kenny Atkinson is undoubtedly the coach of the year at this. Tage like Jamal Mosley is another name in contention for me, because what he's accomplished with Orlando despite injuries is remarkable. But I can't overlook how Kenny Atkinson has transformed this offense. The precision with which they play is astonishing. Just every pass is precise, it's quick, there. Executing skip passes, locating players in the corner, it feels like they seldom make a poor choice. They just exhibit such a fluidity to their game. It's almost like I'm watching, the best. Beautiful games spurs out there the way that the ball moves around the court. It finds the hot hand, an open shooter. If you leave someone unguarded for a moment, the Cavs are going to capitalize. Both teams exhibited incredible shot making. In this one, I don't think either team defended poorly. It's just unfeasible when the shots that fell in this game go in to genuinely hinder any offense. It's like the typical great defense but just improved offense. And that was a significant aspect of this game. Heather, it was those challenging floaters from Darius Garland, Ty Jerome, or Donovan Mitchell executing an incredible dunk down the lane. For the Thunder, I know Shai hit numerous tough mid-range shots, while Isaiah Hartenstein showcased some hard-fought plays, especially the signature push-up move he favors. You witnessed an exceptional bucket from Jalen Williams, where I have no clue how he managed to keep his pivot foot down, but he had several impressive finishes and overall enjoyed a remarkable game. Aaron Wiggins also had some excellent finishes. These are merely two teams with immense depth executing at an exceptionally high level, and you could see that on display on the court. People mention the ratings declining. This matchup certainly lacked the star power of a LeBron versus Steve showdown, yet it was undoubtedly one of the best basketball games I've witnessed in a long time. The final series promises to be special, particularly with the Thunder being healthier, as they played this game missing Chet Holmgren, Alex Caruso, and Jay Mitchell, and their absence was genuinely felt. As I mentioned, facing off against the Cavs, you must have size and mobility given how Mobley and Allen play. Isaiah Hartenstein tried his best, but ran into foul trouble, requiring them to switch to a smaller lineup, making it difficult to consistently secure stops without a premier big man, and the Thunder have one in Isaiah Hartenstein. However, when Sia D returns, placing players like Chad and Ehart on the floor to directly counter the double bigs would significantly enhance the Thunder's competitiveness against the Cavs. You also lose his influence in the center of the zone, as the Cavs employ a lot of zone in the fourth quarter against the Thunder, which really bogged down their offense. Having a player like Chad, who could serve as a facilitator in that area, would have opened up their gameplay considerably. Nevertheless, credit goes to the Cavaliers for consistently presenting various defensive strategies to slow down the Thunder offense, resulting in a significant number of turnovers. The Thunder rarely have fewer steals than turnovers, but in this game, they had 13 turnovers against 9 steals. The Cavs fell short in the turnover battle, but just by a narrow margin, which is impressive against this OKC team that relentlessly forces them. On the Thunder's side, kudos to Shai for scoring 31 points with 54% shooting from three-point range, plus 2 assists. He had an impressive game despite struggling to sink threes early. Even with decent looks, he had 5 turnovers, which again speaks to the Cavaliers' persistent defensive strategies against him. JB had an outstanding performance with 25 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, and a block. He's been in a recent offensive slump, but stepped up when needed, particularly when Shai faced foul trouble in the third quarter and had to sit early with 4. Case Wallace added 15 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds, playing excellent defense and finishing 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. What an impressive game by Aaron Wiggins. I believe it would be much tougher for the Cavs to navigate downhill and make those floaters with an exceptional rim protector like Chet Holmgren in the paint. I'm intrigued to ponder how Kenny Atkinson will respond to the Thunder having that extra size. Will the rebounding dynamics change? This matchup will be such a strategic battle leading up to their next game and potential finals. Mark Daigneault and Kenny Atkinson are among the best coaches in the sport, and I'm eager to see how they adjust against one another, particularly with their game-to-game strategies. How much zone will Cleveland keep deploying against the Thunder? Can Mark Daigneault devise a plan to counter it? Plus, I wonder how Donovan Mitchell will perform in subsequent games, as I believe Luguentz Dort did a solid job on him today, even though Mitchell missed several makeable shots, a testament to his talent. If he has a great game, what occurs with some of the other players. I really can't stop thinking about how exciting a final series this could be. It's unfortunate that a central concern when discussing this is that NBA executives would dislike it because the ratings could be poor. However, I believe if the basketball is compelling, viewers will come. For instance, we referenced that Suns-Bucks finals a few years back, where many felt it was dull and uninteresting. Yet it turned out to be one of the best finals in the last decade that was iconic. I think this Thunder-Cavs matchup could be another one of those instances. I truly enjoyed this game. The atmosphere was incredible and met the anticipation. This is why, as the NBA, it's crucial to promote these smaller market teams and highlight these young stars and strong squads. People will tune in. My entire social media feed was buzzing about this game as it unfolded, and it really felt like the excitement could grow. Now that this game has played out, if they have another strong contest when they rematch in a week, and if these two teams meet in the finals, I believe the excitement could escalate. While it may not match the ratings of, say, two of the biggest name stars, like if LeBron were in the finals or something similar, I do think many would genuinely tune in, and it requires time to develop stars. Shea's growth needs to be nurtured. As the MVP frontrunner at this stage, you must keep developing the Cavs into a powerhouse. This process requires time, and I believe many are beginning to recognize the excitement surrounding a game like this. I received multiple messages about both the Thunder's strong performance and Cleveland's potential, with people expressing surprise at how well the Cavs play, questioning if they were just a fluke. Now, they can see what this team is capable of, which emphasizes the importance of these games. It was incredibly enjoyable, and huge credit goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I truly hope we witness this matchup in June, as I would love to see my favorite team face them in a possible 7-game series. It would be a fantastic finals, and it's exciting to observe a couple of small markets currently thriving at the top of the NBA. Part of me feels disappointed about the timing of this Cleveland development because I had predicted them to be the 2 seed last year. I felt they would enhance their chemistry and transform into a significant force in the Eastern Conference, potentially a contender. However, they encountered numerous injuries, and I didn't foresee them last year resembling how they appear this season. I can't help but wonder how they might have performed with a healthier roster. Undoubtedly, Kenny Atkinson's arrival makes an impact, yet I initially supported the Cavs and have somewhat dialed back that enthusiasm this season. And here they are. Being game-changing, they have been amazing, man. As a big Evmo fan from the start, it's also super exciting to witness this.